Hey everyone. Hey Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my space. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be your general messages for the month of June. We are now in June, the first day. Happy June. I hope that this month is blessed for you guys. I'm going to be giving these readings as we always have been doing for the past few months for your sun and rising sign, Scorpio. However, if you are reading for other placements of Scorpio, if you don't have it in your sun or your rising sign and your soul is leading you to still listen to this, that's totally fine. Okay, I'm just letting you know that I intend for this to really, truly resonate with the sun and rising signs of Scorpio. But whatever your soul leads you to do, if it's leading you to listen to this and it resonates, great. For those of you who are interested in the cards that I'm using in this reading, I will be listing them in the description box below. And also Scorpio, once again, like I said, these are general messages, okay? They're not going to resonate, as I always say, they're not going to resonate with everyone. It's not going to resonate with every last one of you. This is just for the general wave of people of Scorpio with sun and rising signs for your general messages across the board, okay? It's not going to always pinpoint an exact part of your life that you may need answers to. However, what I will say is if there is something that you're more focused on in the month of June, love, romance, family, money, your health, your career, or your education, what have you, or any specific problem that you may have in the month of June, or that you suspect you will have and you want answers to that, maybe these general messages may help you in the long run with those specific situations in your life, even though I may or may not speak on that particular situation. So once again, take what resonates, toss out what doesn't, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into your reading, Scorpio, sun and rising signs. Just getting all my cards situated. All right, let's jump right in, Scorpio. Universe, source, angels, guardians and protectors, gods, goddesses, earth spirits and earth guides, please come before us to speak to the sign of Scorpio, sun and rising signs. What messages, spirit guides, do you have for Scorpio, sun and rising signs for the month of June 2023? Speak through me clearly to the sign of Scorpio's sun and rising signs for the month of June 2023. What messages of insight, guidance, and advice and encouragement do you have for Scorpios around the world, those born with Scorpio in their sun and or rising signs? What messages of insight, guidance, advice, and encouragement do you have for them for the month of June 2023? Let's see. Scorpio, sun and rising signs. Let's see. You received the Deer of Love. That's beautiful. Love seeing that for you, Scorpio, sun and rising signs. It says, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Scorpio, for this month, like the card says, see the light in all things. Doesn't matter what it looks like. This is a time where you need to look a little bit deeper or focus on something different within a certain situation that you're dealing with. This can be family, a romantic partnership, can be a friendship, could be with your career, could just be with your overall self-esteem and your perspective on how your life has gone, how things have transpired. There may be those of you, Scorpio, who, for the most part, you tend to focus more on the darkness, right? Anything that frustrates you or annoys you or upsets you, that's all you tend to focus on for some of you, not all of you. But the month of June is going to teach you that, yes, there's darkness there. You see it. But there's also light there too. And you may have, they're human beings, we're very interesting creatures. Our baseline can be very negative. It takes a while for us to climb up to the positive. And it may be very difficult to change your baseline to the positive, right? It may take a lot for you to get to the positive perspective. Okay, just like there may be some people, it takes a lot for them to see the negative. They may see the good in most things and most people, but for some of you, Scorpio, with a certain situation or just in general, you may be having to turn your head away from whatever is obvious to you about a situation that what you may see as, oh, this is negative. This doesn't look like it's going to pan out too well, right? But the universe is like, don't look at the negative, because that's always going to be there. That's always going to exist in every single chapter of your life, in every single cycle of your life. Your entire life is made up of light and dark, Scorpio. And some people may see the sign of Scorpio in general as dark, right? Because it does Pluto. It's Pluto, that's Hades, that's Scorpio energy of death. And then your opposing sign is Taurus, that's the rebirth, giving birth to something, the sun shining, the light shining through. And for those of you who really resonate with your Scorpio energy, with that darkness, with that mystery, okay, there may be some of you who really, you're just like, when you're in the dark, you're just in the dark. And you're so in the dark and so committed to that, that you kind of, you don't even want to see any goodness come out of it, because you're just like, this doesn't make any sense. Some of you guys may have an attitude towards somebody or towards a situation this month where you may get a little bit even more annoyed if someone tries to bring the light and help you to see the light in a situation. Because in your head, you may feel, that's not going to solve my problem. And maybe the universe is letting you know, this is not going to be an easy, this is not going to be, we're not here. This is, what am I trying to say? It's right there. Scorpio, if something is frustrating you and it's annoying you or it's upsetting you this month, the universe may not be trying to cheer you up or show you the light of the situation for you to solve it right then and there necessarily. This may be a process that takes time for you before this situation is actually resolved. You may have to sit back and just be like, all right, I guess I'll just look at the positive, even though it's not really doing anything to solve the problem right off the bat. But maybe the universe is like, no, this is going to be gradual for some of you. This is not going to just solve your problem. We're not, the universe or your spirit guides are not just showing you the better parts of the situation just so that it can just, it's going to be fixed now. No, not necessarily. You have to cultivate yourself to understand this perspective. It's not like a light bulb's just gonna go off in your head and you're just like, oh, I feel better now. No, you may not feel that much better, but if you still decide and you open yourself to, you know what, I feel kind of shitty right now about this person or this situation or whatever you're going through in June. If there's anything bad, if this is more general where you do need to kind of lighten up a little bit and not be so hard on yourself, because again, I'm getting another thing that there are those of you blame yourself a lot. You put yourself down, whether you do it in a comical, in a silly way or, a comical way, or you're really serious about it. You're just like, I'm just a failure. I can't do anything right. Or why does this always happen to me? But you have to realize it's not happening to you. Okay. It's just a cycle. It's just a part of life, and you have to continue to live life despite the frustrations here. I hope I'm making sense. So there are those of you, Scorpio, in the month of June, you are stepping into your self-worth and stepping into acknowledging your self-worth, dealing things with grace, realizing your beauty here. You are a water sign, so I know that Scorpio can still be connected to death and things like that, but you got to remember you're still a water sign. You're a fixed water sign, but you're still water, right? Calm your waves or calm your waters, There may be people who try to make ripples in your waters, but You know, that's all they can really do. Only you can create a storm. Only you can intimidate and cause that type of change, right? But if there are people creating ripples in your water, just be like, all right, whatever. Do what you got to do, I guess, to make yourself feel better, right? You know, kind of have that attitude. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the cougar, and it says assertive. And it says, in silence you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. So, yeah, you kind of have to take the initiative here, Scorpio, to see the better in a situation. There may be some people in your life or surrounding you at this time, Scorpio, or later on in the month of June, where they may try to cloud your judgment. Their actions are clouding your sense of positivity, your sense of self-worth. Maybe there's someone who's not giving you the time of day, or they're kind of being passive. You know, they're not giving you the, you know, you're communicating with them clearly, but they're not giving the same communication back. Or maybe you're waiting for someone to give you some communication because you're trying to see, like, you know, are they into me, or are they, you know, is this worth their time? Where there's a friend, family member, or significant other, or potential significant other, right? Or a crush that you have. So you already know what is best for you, Scorpio. You may be pulling back because you're like, I'm not sure. Yes, you're sure. You know what you want. And there may be your intuition telling you how a person is feeling, or your intuition is communicating to you a person's inner fears or their doubts or whatever it is that they're going through. You can feel that tug from them or from a certain situation. Follow that. Follow your gut here, because you know exactly what's going on in this situation. I'm not really sure what that situation involves. Okay. Could involve children, could involve family. Okay. I also see this as the universe blessing you in the month of June, Scorpio, sun and rising signs, letting you know that you were right all along. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just the people that you've been surrounding yourself with, or that you are surrounding yourself with now, they're the ones that are not sure. They're the ones that are intimidated by you. They're the ones that are not taking the initiative. And if they are taking an initiative, it's to put you down. It's to drag you through the mud, right? But you know who you are, Scorpio. There's no issues here. You just got to stop being so hard on yourself, right? It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to slip up, right? That doesn't mean that you don't know yourself. It just makes you human. You have emotions, and sometimes emotions can trip you up, right? There are some people who do look up to you, or they may be intimidated by you, and they wish they had what you have. Not so much necessarily material-wise, but when it comes to your personality, when it comes to your demeanor, when it comes to the way you carry yourself, and what you carry inside that vibrates outwardly, there's people surrounding you. And you may not have realized that, but in the month of June, you're realizing, you know, wow, these people actually are really intimidated by me, or, you know, these people really have been abusing me, because, you know, like a friend of mine had told me a long time ago, and I think I even see more people saying it now. People see your worth before you see it, so they block you, right? And there are some people in your life that the universe will bring to you, where they will see your worth maybe before you do, and they actually try to remind you, Scorpio, you deserve better, right? Because they can see that. But some of you may have somebody, or maybe a few people surrounding you, where they see your worth. They saw it before you saw it. And they were like, oh, I gotta block this, right? They don't like that you're thriving. And I see that there are those of you, maybe you've gotten into some fights, maybe you've gotten yourself into some trouble because of some people you were involved in. And now you're just realizing, I just need to mind my business. I need to stop hanging around these people. I need to give people space to do them, to make their own mistakes, to fall flat on their face. I shouldn't allow people to cause me to fall flat on my face, right? That's not fair to you. But some of you guys may have someone surrounding you, Scorpio, where they do want to see you fall flat on your face. And you need to stay away from them, okay? You really do. But take the initiative. You know, if you got to have a conversation with somebody, have that conversation. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Virgo here, and you may be very upset with them. I see Virgo because I see the fawn or the deer here. You can also be dealing with a Leo. Could be both a Leo and a Virgo, but you could be dealing with someone who's not taking the initiative, and you do love them. You care about them, and they have love in their heart for you too, but they are intimidated by you, or they're intimidated by your energy, and you may know this, but you're doubting it. You may think like, oh, they don't like me, they're not into me, you know. They're scared of me and they're trying to get away from me. That might be it. They may be wanting to stay away from you because they're intimidated. The emotions that they have for you may be really scaring them a little bit, and they don't know what to do. And this could be a Virgo that you're dealing with, or you have Virgo in your chart, Scorpio, or there's a Leo you're dealing with, or you have Leo in your chart. Could be both. Could be two people here. All right. Now I also see that there's a Virgo who may have some people in their ear. Or there's some people who, you know, they're kind of gossiping about you. There's some people who are kind of gossiping about you or something like that through social media, or they're trying to find out what you're doing through social media. Like they don't know how to mind their own business, but you're minding your own business. You're just sitting pretty in the month of June. I do see that as well, because I don't know if you see how these birds, you know, I see this as like the fawn kind of, you know, being friends with the birds, but I also can see this as there is some gossiping here with the birds a little bit. Okay, somebody is in somebody else's ear about you. Interesting. Let's see, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs, what more the universe has in store for you for the month of June 2023 for Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs. We're going to pull two more oracle messages. Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs for June 2023. Okay, so you have the Wild Hunt. Okay. It's card number 9. So I do see that as Virgo and Libra season. Okay. So you could definitely be dealing with a Virgo, like September, somebody's born in September for some of you. Some of you, number 9 is your life path number, or you were born on the 9th. The 9th of November. Or somebody is born on the 9th of September, whichever. But it says excitement, frenzy, and journey. And then you have the Frere at the bottom of the deck, card number 23, and it says abundance, peace, and contentment. So I don't know if somebody's 23 here. All right, I don't know, or somebody's a life path number 5. Or that number, the number 5 is significant to some of you. But yeah, there is someone here, like when I see the assertive card with the cougar, some of you guys may be older. There's an older woman here involved. You may really, really like her, or you dated her before, or maybe you're the older woman. And there's a younger man here who is trying to pursue you, or he wants to pursue you, but he's intimidated because, again, you may be the one that's more mature than the other person. Don't be afraid of this person. Like, don't feel, if this is a person that's involved, you ain't got nothing to worry about, Scorpio. You just sit pretty. But I also see this as the month of June is an exciting time for you, but you may feel like you're kind of in a frenzy, or someone else feels like they're in a frenzy about you or about a certain situation. But that's because they may not be content with themselves. They're looking for something. They're in search of something. And maybe in your past or at some point in your life, you were kind of on this journey of excitement. You were searching for who you were, maybe searching for relationships, trying to find out what works best for me, trying to search for your, you know, how you truly feel about life and or about someone, or how you feel about your friends, your family, or other people. And that can be what's going on. And maybe at this time in June, you're starting to realize that I don't really need to chase anybody. You may get that urge where you need to, well, I'm going to text them, I'm going to call them, I'm going to blow up their phone, or I'm going to like make sure that they understand how I feel. I don't think that that would be the best time. This is not the right time to do that, Scorpio. This may be the best time for you to just be content and just realize that you're abundant, you're prosperous as you are. There's no need to do more than what you're doing. You're just be at peace with yourself and your life. This other person, I'm just getting that somebody might be intimidated by you, or they're, you know, they may be all over the place. They're not really talking to you that much for some reason. They may travel a lot. They're on some type of journey, but they're still trying to find themselves. I get the sense, I'm also getting like children. There's a child involved, or this person, if this is just you and there's no people involved with this message for you, then this is you growing up. You know, you're realizing that you're an adult, you know, right? You're realizing that I am a grown man or I'm a grown woman, whatever. And standing in that power, realizing that you're independent, that you have what it takes to make your own choices. You can make your own choices. You don't need to wait for anybody. But if there is someone involved here, there's a child involved or children, or this person is just kind of immature. They have a lot to learn. And there is really no need for you to, you may be more of the assertive one, and they may be the one that's just kind of like, oh, I don't know what I want. I'm still trying to search. I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay. That might be frustrating for some of you, but this person, they got things to do to grow. You know, I get the sense that some of you, Scorpio, you've kind of already gone through that growth process. You've lived a lot of life, no matter how old you are. You may be young. Scorpio. You may still be in your 20s for some of you, and you've lived a lot of life. You've gone through a lot. You've been there, done that, right? But this other person, they still have a lot of growing to do. And you may have feelings for them and they have feelings for you, but there's just still so much life that they need to experience first. Or if they want to experience life with you, they kind of need to grow up a little bit. They can't be tiptoeing around you, especially if you have Leo in your chart. You may be the type of assertive. If you have Leo in your rising or your moon sign, you may be the one to be like, look, you know, like straighten up, right? Like don't be tiptoeing around me. You know, if you like me, if you want to be around me, if you want to be my friend, whatever, like show up, you know? I'm showing up. Why aren't you showing up? And maybe if this is not another person for you, Scorpio, sun and rising signs, and this is you telling yourself, like, show up for yourself. Stop worrying about trying to search for people and find out like how people feel about you, or, you know, like, you know yourself. Stop searching so much. Like, just be at home with yourself. Be safe and abundant with yourself, right? Some of you guys may have a child and they've really brought a lot of change and positivity and transformation into your life as well, okay? Maybe you have a very assertive child. You know, they're very, very wise for their age. It depends, okay? Interesting. For Scorpio, sun and rising signs for June 2023. The card that wanted to show itself was the dragonfly. A lot of people have been getting that lately. And it said, shine your light, pretty much. This is shine your light card from this deck. So you do stand out, Scorpio. You stand out a lot. There's something about you that people are very attracted to. Could be your looks, could be your personality, could be all of the above. Yeah. Yeah, you have, okay, you have on target. You are following your ideal life path. Yeah, so you know exactly what you want, Scorpio. There's no doubt about it. Card number 31, okay? 31 could be a specific number for some of you, okay? And this is a waning gibbous moon. Some of you guys may have been born on a waning gibbous moon, or you were born some of you guys may have been born at the end of October, okay, around that time. That's when your birthday is. Yeah, it says you are following your ideal life path. You're on target. So if you're doubting yourself and you're like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm missing something. No, you're not. You're not missing anything, Scorpio. You may have someone in your midst who just confuses you. They make you feel like you're stupid or you're crazy. You're not. They're the ones that are confused, okay? Their confusion kind of messes with your sense of judgment about the situation, or, you know, or maybe even about yourself. Whatever this situation is. But you're on target. You know, some of you guys, maybe this is a work endeavor or your career or a certain way of life that you're implementing, you know, into your life right now, into your day-to-day life, into your lifestyle. Maybe you're changing your lifestyle. You're actually living the type of lifestyle that you've been wanting to live, right? Some of you guys may have a dream lifestyle and you're like, I want to live that. And that's exactly what you're doing, right? Don't feel like, is this wrong? You know, some of you guys may, maybe when you were growing up, you were just so confused, or you're just like, I really don't know what I want. I don't know myself. But that's the right age to kind of feel that way. But now, for those of you who are way older, or maybe you're about to be 30, maybe you're in the beginning of your 30s or something like that. Now you're starting to feel, you know what? I wanted this my entire life. I've always wanted this. I'm not going to stop, you know, I'm not going to let my brain get all mucky because of like other people's problems or because of problems that arrive in my life. I know exactly what I want. I'm going to stick to it. Again, seeing the light in the situation, shining your light within the darkness here, Scorpio, like it was saying earlier. So yes, you are seeing the positive in this situation. And I think the positive part of this situation is that you're on target. This person or these people or this situation may have a lot of muddy or mucky energy, or there's like a haze or a fog there, but you're realizing I'm not creating that fog. I'm the light. That's this person's problem. Let other people clear up the fog that they are creating, right? There may be people creating fires, trying to start shit with you and they're just creating smoke, right? They're trying to, again, cloud your judgment. That's not your problem, you know? That is their problem. You have the Philosopher's Stone at the bottom of the deck, card number 22. It says you're powerful. It says powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. Yeah. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. You're on it, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs. You're on it. As the full moon comes around, you're realizing, especially with this number 22 here, you're realizing that why am I going to allow other people around me to cloud my judgment and to stop me from going after what I want? This is my responsibility to go after, to get what I want, to bring in the bag, right? It's my responsibility to create the life that I desire. Why am I going to let these people trip me up? Why am I going to let this situation trip me up and get me all scared? Yeah, I can be scared, but I'm not going to act on that fear. I'm just going to move forward, move through the discomfort, and continue with this endeavor. I'm still going to put myself out there. I'm still going to shine my light with this assertive card here. I'm still going to speak my piece. I'm going to say my piece. I'm going to speak the truth, you know. Because there may be some people around you, they're scared. They're a little bit intimidated by you because you're just going to speak the truth. You're going to put them on blast. Because there'd be some people who surrounding you, for some of you, who are just tiptoeing around you. And that may, you know, if you have a family like that, or you maybe live in a society or a state or a country where it's you just have people and friends that you keep bringing into your life that kind of make you feel like you don't have power in any situation, but they do, you're starting to realize, no, I've had power this entire time. You don't call the shots in my life. I call the shots, right? That's beautiful, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs. So let's pull some tarot. I'm going to pull 4 tarot cards, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Taurus. I do see Taurus here as well. Maybe some of you guys have a very abundant relationship with this person. Maybe this is the person you have a child with, or you have Taurus in your chart. Or maybe this is a Taurus who's involved, who has feelings for you, but they really don't know. They're kind of slow, because Taurus energy can be a little bit slow, okay? In a good and a bad way for some people. If you have Taurus in your chart, I know I do, so I understand. But, yeah, this person can be very slow moving, but whether you're into them or not, like, I don't know. But this can be maybe just that's the one person you're dealing with, or it's just they're just among the other people that you're dealing with in the month of June, if you are dealing with people, okay, in certain situations. Which I feel like most of the time there's people involved in a good or bad way, right? All right, let's see what the tarot have to say. Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs for June 2023. Six of Pentacles, love seeing it. Love seeing it, okay? That's Taurus. I read that as Taurus. 6 of Swords. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine. You have the Lord of Material Success. You have the Lord of Earned Success. So the blessings that are about to come to you, Scorpio, because they're on their way. This is Aquarius energy. Some of you guys may be dealing with Aquarius, or you're dealing with Aquarius energy. You've earned this. You're realizing that it's not just going to fall into my lap. I got to work for this. I have to earn this. And that means I can't hide myself. I have to take that cap, you know, off of my light. I have homework to do. The universe has given you homework, Scorpio. I have things to do. I have places to go, people to see, money to spend, whatever, you know, money to save, whatever. Got things to buy. Princess of Wands. Leo energy. There's that Leo energy again. So there's Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. Wow, look, 6s all across the board, Scorpio. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. It says the Lord of Victory. You got this, Scorpio. You're going to be victorious in this. Whatever this is, whoever is involved, they're not going to win this one. It's not your problem, it's their problem. The universe is not going to allow them to trip you up, but you got to get out of the universe's way. Okay? Yeah, then we have Justice. There's that balance, kicking out the bullshit. Being done with the bullshit. Being done. Giving things away that's no longer yours, giving people's baggage back to them, sending karma back to people who are trying to, you know, stomp on your glory, to shed a bad light on you. 3 6s are in your reading. Wow. Others of you, this is a court case. Yeah, some of you guys, this is a court case and you may be worried about that. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine as long as you deal with things in love. Don't get yourself into any trouble. Don't get involved with anybody who is trying to trip you up. Stay away from them. Stay in your own space. Stay in your own contentment. You know, when it's time to get work done and to be assertive, just shine your light. Be assertive. Communicate truthfully, right? Don't hide your light. Don't hide yourself, because maybe there's somebody who may be trying to sue you or trying to take you to court. Don't be scared of them. They have no power here. Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs. Let's clarify these cards. Clarify these cards for my beautiful Scorpios. Sun and Rising signs, spirit guides for the month of June 2023. All right, last but not least, Scorpio, let's clarify your cards here. Okay, bottom of the deck, yeah. There may be multiple people you're dealing with here, but I also see this as healing. Cast your sorrows, cast your concerns and your cares into the stars, right? Cast it into the sea of the universe. This is a Cancer energy. Could be dealing with the Cancer. All right, who needs to go through a lot of healing. All right. Maybe dealing with the Cancer who's a little bit dishonest. I don't know. Ace of Swords. The truth will be revealed. Okay, you need to be clear about what it is that you desire. This is clarifying the Six of Pentacles. So I also see this as someone who is going to communicate clearly with you and be fair in their communication with you, because there's someone who has not been. Seven of Wands. So this is you standing your ground. Everything that you fought for, you've always just been yourself. This is Leo energy. Okay, I also see this as a little bit of Scorpio here. So this is very transformative. So this could be someone of a different generation. I also see that as well, but somebody who's older than you. But others of you, what I'm getting is that the Seven of Wands, clarifying the Six of Swords, you've always been special. Not, you know, I don't mean that in a weird way, but like you're special, like in a bad way, but it's more like you've always just had your own personality that just some people may thought it was weird, and some people just think that you're mysterious, or that they're jealous that you can just stand your own, create your own. Some people may be trying to block that. Some of you guys definitely are dealing with a Leo, or you have Leo in your chart. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Form your own path here. You have power to manifest the heaven on earth for yourself, Scorpio. All right. Wow. You're realizing your own beauty here, inside and out. And then we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, yeah. With the Six of Wands here, like you're victorious. You bring change. This is you bringing change. And this is also you manifesting and bringing in someone who is ready to talk. Someone's ready to talk. Someone's ready to be truthful. Or there's a number of people who are trying to talk to you and divulge some information to you and being honest with you. All right. This is very, very good, Scorpio, Sun and Rising signs for the month of June. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Scorpio.